Hi, everyone. Harry here to talk about the short and impertinent letter that the attorneys for Donald Trump sent to Merrick Garland requesting a meeting. All right. So let me start with this because I think people have missed it. It isn't crazy to ask for a meeting with the Attorney General in a case of this prominence. I've seen it happen. I've seen the requests plenty, and I've seen it granted occasionally. And even though the letter is a total boneheaded way to do it, it really could happen here that they get a meeting, even with the Attorney General. Now, many people have said, look, he should be going to Smith first. And they should be. In fact, this might have been a blunder because it might make it either harder or at least embarrassing to go back to Smith. It's not just that Smith is special counsel, but we know from the regulations that he basically has the powers of a U.S. attorney. And it would be conventional. When I was U.S. attorney, in fact, I invariably granted meetings with defendants, who were about to be indicted and heard them out. I would have in the room my assistants who were recommending to indict them, but that was a part of the deal. Then sometimes in very high profile matters, they would take a, ultimate appeal, as it were, to the Attorney General, who really does have the ultimate authority here. Many people pointed out his authority is really cabined under the regs. That's true. It's also really cabined under his own practice. That's true. Look what he's done to date with pretty stupid decisions by special counsels like Durham to do those two prosecutions that ended in acquittal. But as Durham said in his own otherwise tendentious report, Garland never laid a finger on him. So presumably he won't here. So the conventional legal move would have been to try to meet with Smith and then ultimately still to meet with Garland. Now, they didn't make that move. It could be because they're boneheaded. He does not have good counsel, but he's got a couple sophisticated ones. Or it could be that it's just a PR maneuver. It's at least partly a PR maneuver. And the easiest way to know that is they actually posted the letter on Trump's Truth Social, and it really gives a preview of what we're going to hear when charges are brought. It reads as if Trump and not the lawyers actually dictated it. It's so poorly adapted if you really wanted to get a meeting with the Attorney General. It invokes Hunter Biden and the Biden family, which is, insultingly inapposite to what Trump is being charged with. But it also, of course, suggests rank political favoritism. We like Democrats and dislike Republicans, and then goes on this rhetorical tear of baseless and never in our history a president, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So if what you try to do, and it is what you try to do, if you're asking briefly in a brief letter for a meeting, is to put in your strongest point to the Attorney General, they put in a point that is completely feeble and would just be ignored as political rhetoric. Nevertheless, the one point I want to emphasize, because it contrasts with much of the coverage we've had to date, it's, a real thing to ask for a meeting with the Attorney General. It actually might happen here just to show, full process was given. And to that extent, it's not off the reservation, but to the extent it was written in a very inflammatory way, with an absence of any legal argument, and it went directly to the AG, that's all really stupid. But, we have this continuing feature, unprecedented in the annals of American law, where, he is simultaneously defending himself through the political system and the legal system. And so many things he does for political reasons only backfire in the legal system. Of course, it may be that, Either he's not thinking about it, most likely, or if he is, it's some, tremendous roll of the dice thinking, yeah, but if I get to be president, all bets are off. And if he gets to be president, all bets are off. Okay, so that's the letter from Trump's lawyers, maybe even Trump himself, to the Attorney General. Don't expect a response, a public one from DOJ. You get these letters, but they're to you confidentially from lawyers who want to meet at the last minute. And if they do respond, it will be directly to the lawyers, although nothing's to stop Trump from posting it. But yes, a PR stunt, but also has some, bona fide basis in normal criminal practice, just completely a loser in terms of actually trying to make a real pitch for not being prosecuted. So that's the state of play. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.